Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And we are playing again this month with the Rider-Waite Tarot so that we can kind of dig a little deeper into the more traditional symbols and maybe reach into a couple of different modalities on things so you can see how the tarot relate to other modalities and other cards and other symbolism and all of those kinds of things. So today we have the Knight of Pentacles. So knights are representative of movement, of vitality, youth, maybe a little bit of extravagance, maybe a little bit of arrogance too. So think of the knights as kind of the youthful energy. They're usually representative of somebody under the age of 30, maybe between 18 and 30 kind of deal, maybe 18 to 25. These are people who are still very much in the prime of their lives. They're very vital, they're very action oriented. There's a lot of movement, not a lot of deep thought though. So the Knight of Pentacles maybe leans a little bit into the logic and thought sides of these cards because, again, he is very much about practicality. Everything in the Pentacles is going to be about being practical and being a little bit materialistic potentially and connecting to those things that we must have that are tangible. So how can I take care of myself in a material sort of way? How can I take care of my home and my car and all of those kinds of things? I have seen the Knight of Pentacles, speaking of cars, deeply representative of cars or an automobile. So when people are going, oh, well, what sort of cards might bring up your car troubles or getting a new car or things like that, I have seen the Knight of Pentacles be a car related card. So the horse also is representative of that movement. So it can be a car or it can be communication. Things like that are represented with the horses. So I like that that is kind of a tie in there as well. The other thing that I want to point out with this card is that it is armored. So our knight is wearing heavy armor. Armor usually represents obviously shielding yourself, also preparation. So when you see a knight, it can also be I'm preparing for something that's coming. So they may not have actually sparked into action yet, but they are working on something. They're definitely in the preparation stage. The other side to this particular knight, he is both earth and air. So Earth is Pentacles, always going to be Earth represented in the Pentacles, but also he's air. So he's a lot of that communication stuff too. But he's related to the astrological sign of Virgo. And Virgo, you want to talk about having all of your ducks in a row and material things and using logic and being very realistic. That is what the Knight of Pentacles is. So a lot of times this character can get a little too caught up in that preparation stage of things. And this is one of the few knights who is not going to dive into something. They will dive into the planning portion, they will dive into the organizing portion, but they might get stuck there. The other thing to point out with this particular knight is his horse is not moving, it is standing still. It is a stationary horse, it is preparing to go, but you can almost see him. He's got the high ground, and so he's up on this mountain and he has learned from a few mistakes, possibly from his youth, or he's just studied others' mistakes. This is a big one with this one. How many other people did you see dive right in and you're like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to plan based on their craziness that they did. So he has used other people's trials and tribulations to learn from. And so he is standing up on this mountain going, looking down and going, I know what to do. I can organize this. I can reassess this and apply it to my situation. And he's very good at that. And as you can see, there's bright daylight in the background of this card. It's usually very positive. It's usually very indicative of good things coming. Obviously, if this is inverted, that's very much the character who is stuck in those things of like planning and plotting things out and spins themselves in circles. So keep that in mind when you get this card. Are you spinning yourself in circles, or are you doing just the right amount of planning to get yourself ahead in life? So I really like the Knight cards because of all the cool things that they can represent and how they can also represent people that we know. I definitely like the Court cards for that. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!